Some of you are still in the dessert line, but I wanted to get this started off and we can get some entertainment and enjoy ourselves even further. I'd like to introduce the head table. I'm going to start on my left, and it's David Beard at the very end. David. Next to him is Connie Ost. Next to Connie is Mel Ost, her husband. Bobby Hilton, Charles Hilton, Janice Anderton, Doug Anderton, Sally Liles, and I remembered her, Joe Liles. If we go down to the far end, we'll say late but never, Rodney Tart, Barb Johnson, Rob Johnson, Jackie Ponte, Jonathan Adelstein, the guy with my haircut, Steve Fletcher, the one that puts up with me being gone all the time, my wife Sharon. Now observe, I'm taking out the speech that Rob and Sharon and everybody wanted me to write. And it's really long. The thing that I want to say is, you know, today was Rural Development Appreciation Day. Let's make that all next year. They've done a lot of great work for us. As you go through next year and under my friend Joe's reign, don't forget to say thank you. Don't worry about what's going to take place in D.C. Mr. Liles will take us through it very well. He's a very good friend, and he does a really great job. When you're all thanking me, I never did all this by myself. And this guy right here was the one that helped me the most. Okay, that's me. Joseph, it's time for you to stand up.
All right.
The part I don't understand, when they made me president, they had a gavel that was about 15 feet long, weighed 40 pounds. But I'm going to pass on a gavel that can be used, and sometimes it needs to be used in the boardroom, to Joe. Joe, here you go.
Thank you very much.
You bet, my friend.
Thank you.
Joe's also joining a unique club, and that's president of National Rural Water. To be a member of that club, you need a blue ring, and I'm passing that on to you. Joseph?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my
Thank
friend.
you.
And when everything really seems bleak, and although he thinks he's never going to have a problem, it's going to be a smooth sail, problems are probably going to start tomorrow. But when they seem really bleak, we want Sally to throw him some help. And with that, trust me, he's going to need it. I know that very well.
Thank you.
You're going to have a great ride with this guy. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you very much, Fred. I appreciate that. And I know some of you are probably wondering about what the life buoy is all about. And of course, Sally and my daughters and our family are big boaters, and so it's right appropriate, I think. It's something that we'll really treasure and really do appreciate. I would like to just take just a moment and reflect just a minute on this past year and remind everybody what a wonderful job that Fred Shelton has done. He's done a wonderful job of leading our organization for the past 2 years. And I want to also thank Sharon. Sharon has spent many, many hours alongside Fred, supporting Fred at home and on the road, especially on the road. And we just want to thank you both, and let you know how much we appreciate you and appreciate the job that you've done during this past 2 years. And if you would, just join with me one more time, and let's show them our appreciation. There's a few special people that I'd like to recognize tonight. There's a lot of people I'd like to really recognize, but I know we do have, our time is limited, but there's a few here tonight that don't normally come with us to the annual conferences, and I'd just like to take just a moment to ask them to stand. One is my daughter Joanna Jones and her husband Bill, and Jan Eblin and her husband Bobby, who was not able to attend tonight, and also Katie Wolf and her husband Eric. If you all would stand, we would like to recognize you all. I really do appreciate them attending. I'll tell you a quick story, but the girls, when they were growing up, we were really a small operation like many of you, and I took the calls at home after hours and wasn't always there. And these girls stepped up, and when they were in high school and old enough we tried to teach them how to talk on the phone and how to deal with people, and they did all that. They used to get really upset with me because my rule at home was 5 minutes is all they could have on the phone, and you ladies know 5 minutes is not very long to be romanced by your boyfriend. So they struggle with that, but I do appreciate it, and I remember it, and I thank them for their help. A few other people I'd like to recognize is our local board of directors, the Warren, Simpson, and Butler County Water System. Joe Taylor is here with us representing Warren County, Ray Mann from Simpson County, and Gary Robbins from Butler County, and also the General Manager, Alan Valines. If y'all would stand, we'd like to recognize you too. I'll just tell you, without the support of your local water system, to serve on the board of directors of National Rural Water would almost be impossible, especially if you plan on serving in any official capacity. So all you board members, please support your national director. And without these gentlemen's support over the years, the work that we've done with Kentucky and National Rural Water Association would not have happened, and I do appreciate that. I want to thank them for coming to New Orleans and taking time out to come down here. When I was talking this afternoon, talked with Doug about, what should I talk about? He said, I don't really care what you talk about. Just stand up, speak up, shut up, and sit down. Make it quick. So that's what I'm planning on doing. But I would like to just cover just a few things and kind of remind us of where we came from. But first of all, I want to tell the board of directors that I really do appreciate them electing me as their president. I plan on working for each individual one of them and trying to accomplish the goals and tasks that set forth by the board. They placed a lot of trust in me, and we have a lot of things facing us this next year. Since the National Rural Water Association began in 1976, we focused on fostering opportunities to enhance the success of the state rural water associations to the benefit of the local water systems. And I look forward to continuing that mission during the next 2 years with the partnerships that we've developed over those past 35 years. We now represent more than 27,000 utilities, water and sewer, across the United States. My hope is that we can further enhance the relationships whilst increasing our reputation in the utility business. In early December of this coming year, we plan on officially organizing and kicking off the Hawaiian Rural Water Association. And although I was not part of the early National Rural Water Association in 1976, I know that many of those that were part of it, their life dream was to be able to eventually have state rural water associations across all the United States. And this is becoming possible only because of your hard work. And we really do, it really means a lot to be able to accomplish that goal. And I'd like to give all of you, and please join with me to give each and every one that's taken a part, show them our appreciation by a hand of applause. Please join me. You know, working with others is what National Rural Water Association is all about. And I'm proud of the state associations, their utility members, and what we've accomplished in the past 35 years. And we want to continue that growth and prosperity and have a positive impact upon the customers that we serve, as well as our elected representatives, locally and nationally. Rural Water Partnership with FSA and RD and EPA are important to the well-being of our membership. We will continue to nurture our partnership with the United States senators and representatives and work shoulder to shoulder with those in D.C. Rural Water is dedicated to advancing our program from a local, state, and national policy level. And I believe we can effectively deal with any crisis, and continue to grow our partnership to the benefit of the most important partner that we have, and that's the citizens of America. And let's all remember that. That's what we're here to do, is to serve the citizens of America and the rural America that we're trying to provide service to. I want to thank all of you for your partnership and for your support, and I look forward to working for you during this next 2 years as my term as president. In closing, I think this has been a great conference. I've really enjoyed my time here. I think about who put all this together. You know, and most of you have worked with your state associations and you know what's involved. But the staff of National Rural Water has done a wonderful job. I'd like for all them present to please stand and let's give them a round of applause. Bob, back in the back, thank you all. We do appreciate you. And at this time, I would like to ask the guest and the executive board, if they would, please exit the stage, and we'll make room for entertainment. Again, thank you all for coming, and I hope you enjoy the evening. Thank you very much.